The Lost City of Atlantis. The legend of Atlantis is one of the most enduring and captivating mysteries in human history. This tale, which originated over 2,000 years ago in the writings of the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, tells of a powerful and technologically advanced civilization that existed more than 9,000 years before Plato's time. According to the story, Atlantis was a vast island kingdom that lay beyond the Pillars of Hercules, believed to be the modern-day Strait of Gibraltar, and was home to a civilization of immense wealth and knowledge. Yet in one catastrophic night and day, Atlantis was swallowed by the sea, disappearing forever. But was Atlantis a real place? Or was it simply a metaphor for the dangers of greed and moral corruption? This question has fueled countless debates and inspired adventurers, explorers, and scholars to search for the lost city. Some believe Atlantis to be a real place that was destroyed by natural disasters, while others argue it was nothing more than a mythical tale designed to teach moral lessons. The lack of concrete evidence has not stopped people from theorizing about its location or existence, and to this day, Atlantis remains a tantalizing enigma. Plato's description of Atlantis in his works Timaeus and Critias provides an astonishingly detailed account of the city. According to his writings, Atlantis was an island that was divided into concentric rings of land and water, with the outer rings serving as defenses and the inner rings housing the city's capital, filled with lavish palaces, temples, and gardens. The Atlanteans, according to Plato, were descendants of the god Poseidon, and they lived in prosperity for generations, utilizing advanced technology, rich natural resources, and sophisticated agricultural systems. The tale, however, takes a darker turn. Over time, the Atlanteans became corrupt, their rulers driven by greed and power. In punishment for their hubris, the gods destroyed the island in a single day of earthquakes and floods, plunging the entire civilization beneath the sea. While this part of the story seems to have strong moral undertones, the rich detail in Plato's account has left many wondering if it is based on actual historical events. Could Plato have been referencing a real place, long lost to the ravages of time? One of the most popular theories about Atlantis's location suggests that it could have been in the Mediterranean, possibly connected to the Minoan civilization on the island of Santorini, formerly known as Thera. In 1620 BCE, a massive volcanic eruption devastated the island, leading to the collapse of the Minoan civilization. Some researchers propose that the story of Atlantis could have been inspired by the destruction of Thera, as the volcanic eruption, tsunamis, and the subsequent downfall of this advanced society bear a striking resemblance to Plato's description of Atlantis. Additionally, the Minoans were known for their impressive architecture, advanced seafaring abilities, and complex art, all traits associated with the Atlanteans. Another leading theory links Atlantis to Spain, specifically the Doñana National Park, where researchers have discovered submerged ruins and ancient floodplains that could match Plato's description of a civilization destroyed by water. Recent studies have uncovered what appear to be the remains of circular structures and harbors, sparking new interest in the possibility that this area once hosted an advanced civilization that was wiped out by a cataclysmic event, such as a tsunami. Further afield, some have speculated that Atlantis could be found in the Caribbean. Several explorers, such as Ignatius Donnelly, proposed that Atlantis was located somewhere near Cuba or the Bahamas. Donnelly's work, published in the 1880s, suggested that Atlantis was not just a lost city, but the cradle of human civilization, with its people spreading out across the world after its destruction, influencing the development of ancient Egypt, the Mayan civilization, and other advanced cultures. More recently, claims of underwater ruins off the coast of Cuba have reignited interest in this theory, though no concrete evidence has yet been found. One of the more controversial theories is that Antarctica could be the location of the lost city. This theory suggests that Atlantis existed on what is now the frozen continent of Antarctica before a pole shift or other catastrophic event moved the continent to its current icy location. This theory is based on the assumption that Antarctica was once ice-free and could have been home to an advanced civilization. Supporters of this theory argue that ancient maps, such as the Piri Reis map, show Antarctica's coastline long before it was officially discovered, suggesting that ancient seafarers had knowledge of the continent. While this theory remains speculative, it continues to attract attention from alternative history enthusiasts. Despite these tantalizing theories, no definitive archaeological evidence has ever been found to prove the existence of Atlantis. Some scholars argue that this is because Atlantis never existed, and that Plato's story was simply an allegory for the dangers of unchecked power and corruption. They point out that Plato was a philosopher, not a historian, and that his purpose in writing about Atlantis may have been to illustrate a point rather than record a factual history. This view is supported by the fact that Plato's dialogues were never meant to be read as literal accounts. They often used fictional settings and characters to explore philosophical ideas. However, there are others who argue that even if Atlantis was a myth, it could have been inspired by real events. Ancient civilizations were often destroyed by natural disasters, and it's possible that Plato's story was based on a collective memory of one such event. Whether it was a volcanic eruption, a tsunami, or another natural catastrophe, it's not hard to imagine how a sudden, devastating disaster could give rise to legends of a lost city swallowed by the sea. Even in the 21st century, the search for Atlantis continues. Advances in technology have allowed researchers to explore previously inaccessible areas of the ocean floor, and there have been numerous underwater discoveries that some claim could be linked to Atlantis. For example, in 2001, sonar scans off the coast of Cuba revealed what appeared to be man-made structures more than 2,000 feet below the surface of the ocean. The structures, which include massive stone formations and pyramid-like shapes, sparked speculation that they could be the remnants of Atlantis, though further exploration has been limited. Similarly, in 2011, researchers working in Spain's Doñana National Park claimed to have found evidence of a lost city, including what they believed to be the remains of ancient harbors, circular structures, and artifacts. Some believe that these findings could be linked to Atlantis, though the site has yet to be fully excavated or analyzed. As fascinating as these discoveries are, they have also fueled conspiracy theories and pseudo-historical claims about Atlantis. Some suggest that the lost city was not the result of natural disaster, but of extraterrestrial intervention, arguing that the advanced technology and knowledge attributed to the Atlanteans could have come from ancient alien visitors. While these claims are widely dismissed by mainstream historians, they add another layer of mystery to the already complex story of Atlantis. Whether real or imagined, the legend of Atlantis continues to capture the imagination. It speaks to a deep, universal human desire to discover the unknown, to explore the boundaries of history and geography, and to uncover lost worlds that may hold the secrets to our past. In a way, the search for Atlantis is not just a search for a lost city, but a search for meaning, an attempt to understand how civilizations rise and fall, and what we can learn from their successes and failures. In the end, whether Atlantis is ever found may be less important than the lessons its story imparts. The tale of a great and powerful civilization brought low by its own arrogance serves as a timeless reminder of the fragility of human societies. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the past, we may find that the greatest treasure Atlantis has to offer is not gold or lost technology, but wisdom. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the lost city of Atlantis, be sure to subscribe for more content on history's greatest unsolved mysteries, lost civilizations, and ancient secrets waiting to be discovered.